Welcome to the Advanced Wellness Center's Therapeutic Lifestyle Change Program's presentation of Mind-Body Stress Reduction. My name is Tiffiny Gilreath, and I will be guiding you through a brief presentation, followed by an experiential stress reduction exercise. So sit back, relax, and let's begin. Today we will be talking about stress. Why is it important to talk about stress? It has a huge impact on our health. Almost everyone I know in the adult population suffers from some kind of stress, whether it's emotional, chemical, or psychological. It has been estimated that from 75 to 90% of primary care physician visits are in some way attributed to stress. Clearly, it has a huge impact on our health. Stress is linked to many chronic conditions and causes of death, including cardiovascular disease, diabetes, osteoporosis, gastrointestinal disorders, obesity, and cancer. I'm sure it's not a surprise to learn that stress is also related to anxiety and depression. You can see why managing your stress is so important for your overall health. While we can't eliminate stress from our lives, we can eliminate the damage it does by learning to manage it so it does the least amount of harm. I'd like to take a moment to share a quote with you from Dr. Herbert Benson, a professor at Harvard Medical School. 60 to 90% of all of our population's visits to doctor's offices are stress-related and probably cannot be detected, much less treated effectively, with the medications and procedures on which the medical profession relies almost exclusively. That's a pretty powerful quote. 60 to 90% of all of our doctor's visits are stress-related. It is more important than ever to take care of our overall health by managing our stress. These are the topics we will be talking about today. We will learn the way stress affects us on a physical level and how it influences our behavior. We'll also be making some important distinctions between short-term and long-term or chronic stress. Lastly, we will want to discuss ways to manage stress successfully in order to prevent negative consequences. We all know that a stress-free life is pretty impossible. In fact, a strong reaction to stress is sometimes necessary for survival. We have the capacity to react suddenly when confronted with danger or a crisis. The expression fight or flight, or even freeze, reflects how we physically respond to a situation we perceive as dangerous, such as being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Hormones are released that change our physiology so that we can respond in an appropriate manner. We would not want to be without those responses. Our primitive ancestors probably needed them more than we do today. However, we still have the capacity to respond when necessary. Acute versus chronic stress. Our bodies can handle short-term stress. They were made for that. The problem is when stress is prolonged and or severe. Unfortunately, for many people, stress has become a way of life. We are a nation under chronic stress. An estimated 1 million workers are absent on any average workday because of stress-related complaints. That is why the market for stress management programs, products, and services is estimated at $11 billion annually. The physical effects of stress. When we are faced with a stressful situation, an endocrine gland in your brain called the hypothalamus releases neurochemicals. We have all heard of the term adrenaline rush. That refers to the high energy response or the stress response, and it is a sign that the stress hormones are released. This results in an increase in heart rate and alertness, and a rise in blood sugar and fatty acids to supply energy for muscles to react quickly and intensively. It gives the body necessary power to respond to a physically and emotionally demanding situation. Here is what can happen when stress becomes chronic. Initially, you have the alarm phase, the immediate reaction to stress. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes rapid, digestive enzyme production decreases, and blood sugar levels increase. The alarm phase is usually short-lived. If stress continues, the adaptation phase kicks in, allowing the body to continue the fight or flight response. This is where cortisol comes in, converting protein stores to blood sugar to continue the supply of energy to muscles. Sodium is retained to keep the body fluid levels up and blood pressure elevated. This is why continued stress can lead to diabetes, heart disease, and hypertension. If continued, total exhaustion of the body functions can occur. Exhaustion due to prolonged stress weakens the heart, blood vessels, adrenal glands, and immune system, partially due to the chronic elevations of cortisol, and it doesn't feel good. Let's look more closely at cortisol. When you are in a stressful situation, large amounts of the hormone cortisol are released into the bloodstream. Over time, elevations of cortisol can have negative health consequences. Recent research is showing that chronically high levels of cortisol can result in weight gain and changes in body composition. Cortisol promotes increased blood sugar, which is converted from protein stores. The result is the loss of muscle and the increase of body fat, especially around the midsection. One study showed an increased tendency in snacking during times of high cortisol levels in the blood. I think we've all done our own research on this and can speak volumes from experience. Managing stress. How we react to stressful situations is highly individualized. What one person can see as a very negative event can be a highly motivating and positively challenging situation to another. Take a moment to recall good stress in your life. How did you react? An example of positive physical stress can simply be standing up or throwing a football, even playing a sport. We couldn't do this without positive physical stress. It is important to remember that not all stress is negative. The way to manage the amount of stress you experience is to come up with a plan in these 5 areas: relaxation techniques, lifestyle strategies, exercise, diet, and appropriate supplements. If you use all 5 of these effectively, your life will become less stressful, and consequently, you will have better health. Here are just a few methods for reducing stress and increasing feelings of calm and well-being. These techniques will change your body chemistry for the better. You'll feel less anxious, less irritable, and more optimistic if you practice one or more of these techniques. Relaxation techniques can be as individual as the person practicing them. Some other examples are walking in nature, dancing, journaling, listening to music, etc. What is your favorite form of stress reduction? Meditation. Meditation can be an extremely beneficial experience. There are many styles and practices of meditation. Most are done in a quiet, comfortable surrounding, either sitting or lying down. The idea is to focus on your breathing or nothing at all. Release all thoughts of scheduling, obligations, and plans as they arise. It might help to light a candle or put on a guided meditation. The only way to do meditation wrong is to not do it at all. You do not have to climb a mountain, sit in the lotus position, and meditate until you are quote-unquote enlightened for you to be successful. Little steps matter and will produce positive results. 2 valuable forms of meditation are concentration and insight meditation. Concentration meditation promotes the relaxation response, whereas insight meditation, you begin to see the ever-changing nature of body and mind and the difficulties they are generating from grasping, aversion, and the self-limiting definitions of who you think you are. These insights deepen your understanding of what fuels your stress and suffering and lead to greater balance and peace. And that is a quote from the Mind-Body-Stress-Reduction workbook. The Mind-Body-Stress-Reduction workbook is a great resource that provides a myriad of stress reduction techniques, including sitting and guided meditations, stretching, and journaling. It is used in over 250 medical institutions throughout the country. I encourage each of you to work with this material to deepen your understanding of mind-body stress reduction. It is available at the Advanced Wellness Center, and you can ask your wellness coordinator for details. Breakthrough research from the leading neuroradiologist Andrew Newberg from the University of Pennsylvania reveals evidence from brain scans that confirm a shift in the blood flow to the left prefrontal cortex within 12 minutes of meditation. That is a quote from How God Changes Your Brain. The left prefrontal cortex is associated with love and gratitude. The mind is more fertile after meditation, and it is also a great time to do affirmations. Evidence-based medicine finds a correlation between health and spirituality. Mindfulness-based approaches have proven effective in increasing a sense of empathy and spirituality and increasing well-being. They've also been shown to be helpful in preventing relapse in depression and drug addiction, and decreasing stress and enhancing quality of life for those struggling with breast and prostate cancer. Those that do not find meaning and purpose in spirituality often find value in mind-body meditation techniques to elicit the relaxation response, which has been shown to decrease blood pressure, reduce anxiety, and positively affect neuroendocrine and immune functions. That's a quote from Dr. Harold Koenig. Evidence-based medicine on spirituality states that it has an overwhelmingly positive impact on health. Social affiliation is of utmost importance. Finding like-minded individuals and communities that support you in your health is key. To increase your success, we encourage you to find a meditation partner. A meditation partner will help keep you on track and accountable. A good way to reduce stress is to pay more attention to how you manage your time. Think about what really needs to get done today, this week, this month, and set priorities accordingly. Organize your day around your energy level. If you're a morning person, put the most demanding tasks first and save the less demanding tasks for later in the day. Learn to delegate. We can't do everything. Ask for help when needed. Don't make too many appointments or squeeze in an activity or an appointment into every minute. Also, you don't need to be perfect. Sometimes good enough is good enough. It is essential to get enough sleep. Sleep needs vary among individuals, but 8 hours are recommended by most health experts. Many physical repair processes take place during the night. Sleep deprivation leads to accelerated aging, and not getting enough sleep can set the scene for a stressful day. What do you notice when you don't get enough sleep? Do you have a harder time sticking to healthy eating or exercise plans? Allow enough time for sleep as you do for other stress reduction practices during the day. In summary, if you practice some of the stress management techniques we talked about today, you will reduce your risk for chronic conditions, better manage your weight, and have a better overall quality of life. And now it's time to put what we've learned into practice. So go ahead and minimize any distractions, turn off your cell phone, close the door, and sit comfortably in your chair. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor and your arms are uncrossed. The meditation will begin when you hear the bell. Take a deep breath in and out. And another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more breath in and out. And bring your awareness to the top of your head, your scalp, forehead, temples, eyes, inviting relaxation and breath. Bring your awareness to your nose, cheeks, mouth, jaw. We hold a lot of tension in our jaw. You might want to move it back and forth, wiggle it around. ears, neck. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your awareness to your entire face and head. Invite relaxation into your neck and throat, shoulders, chest, upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Remember to continue to breathe. Relax your thumbs, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. And then bring your awareness back up to your heart. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Now let's pause a moment here to just notice the condition of our heart in this moment. No judgment, no evaluation, just awareness. And now bring awareness to your chest and upper back, to your midsection and waist, and to your lower back, your sacrum, and your belly. And take another deep breath in and let it out. We're inviting each part that we bring awareness to relax a little deeper. Relax your hip flexors, your thighs, your quads and hamstrings. Bring awareness to your knees and all the muscles around your knees. Back of the knees, calves, shins, and ankles. Bring awareness to your heel, the bottom of your foot, and the top of your foot. And relax the toes. Big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. And take a deep breath in and let it out. And now bring your awareness to your entire body and just notice if there's any leftover stress, worry, and where you're holding it in your body. Again, no judgment, just noticing. And take a deep breath in and out. Now take your awareness back to the top of your head and visualize white light coming in the top of your head, washing all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. So the light comes in and fills your head, neck, shoulders, arms, hands. It fills your chest, midsection, waist, hips, legs, and feet. As you invite in this white light, allow that light to remove anything that no longer serves you. Any stress, worry, or indecision. Any pain or discomfort you no longer need. Then you can visualize all of that no longer serves you coming out the bottom of your feet. It may look black or gray or whatever color you see it as. And you can see it go down into the earth, right down to the center. And take a deep breath in and out. And in and out. When this process is complete, go ahead and bring your awareness back to your heart. And notice, does it feel the same or better? Again, no judgment, just awareness. And another deep breath in and out. Now you bring your awareness back to the room, to the seat you're sitting in, to the floor beneath your feet. And remember, you can come back to this space anytime. Take a moment to congratulate yourself for taking this time. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes. Wiggle your toes and your fingers as you come back to this space and time. You did a great job. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact the Therapeutic Lifestyle Change Program Administrator. Their contact information is on the screen. Thank you for joining me for this workshop today. Namaste.